Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to CALS 195C, Promoting Academic Learning Strategies for Success. I'm Kristen Geary, and I will be one of your instructors for this class. Your other instructor is Nancy Rodriguez Lorta, and she and I both work in the Office of Career and Academic Services for the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. So what we're going to be talking about during this first lecture is just pretty much what to expect from this class, the structure, the assignments, things of that nature. So I just want to start out by letting everybody know that this course, CALS 195C, is designed to help you as incoming freshman students transition to becoming university students more seamlessly. So what we want to be able to do is provide you with the opportunity to cultivate the skills, values, and attitudes that are necessary to become confident and successful university students. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to introduce you to a lot of university procedures and policies, help you identify your educational goals, and assist you in learning skills or improving skills like time management, motivation, note-taking, exam prep, utilization of campus resources and advising, the things that we consider necessary and important for students in becoming successful at the university level. So the first thing I want to talk about with you is the course syllabus. So what is a syllabus? This may be something that you've never encountered before as a high school student, but it is something that you should get familiar with because it's something that you will receive in every class that you take at the university level. So a syllabus is a contract between you and the instructor of the class that you're taking. So what it does is it describes things like the class expectations and policies. It lists grading assignments and due dates. It will list the grading scheme so you know how many points each assignment is worth, how much weight each thing carries, the number of points that you need to get to earn a certain grade level. And it will also indicate to you the instructor's contact information, and it will also indicate to you when and where their office hours are held. So most syllabi for your classes will be dispersed on the first day of class. If they're not given out in a paper copy, you'll often be able to find them in the course's D2L page, or the course may have a Blackboard page. And in the case of CALS 195C, the syllabus is located in the content section. So you'll want to go into the content section for this class and review the syllabus because it is every student's responsibility to familiarize themselves with every course syllabus that they have. Since it is a contract, you are expected to know the terms and abide by them. So one thing to note is that some instructors are very, very hands-off. So they may list assignments and due dates in this syllabus and then never remind you again. So you want to make sure that you keep a syllabus, you keep them at hand, and you're familiar with them so that you are fully aware of what it's going to take to be successful in that course. So now what I want to do is kind of go through the elements of this syllabus and just explain to you a little bit more about how this class is going to be structured. So you are in the online section of this course, which means you're not attending a physical in-person lecture section like other students are. So we have two sections of an in-person class and one section of an online class. You'll all be required to learn the same materials and do the same assignments. Just in this online section, you're going to be doing things a little bit differently because you aren't going to be attending a physical class section. So the primary component of this class is going to be the online component, and that's everything that's done through D2L. So one important thing to note is that the lessons and the majority of the assignments for this class are only going to be for the first 8 weeks of the class. This is a full 16-week semester class, and you'll get your grade at the end of the semester. However, we're only going to be meeting and doing actual lessons during the first 8 weeks or the first half of the semester. So the expectations for the online component is that you will be watching 2 video lessons per week for the first 8 weeks and doing all of the associated discussions and assignments as well as a final presentation. The second structure, second component of this class is going to be the peer mentor component. And every student is going to be assigned a peer mentor, and you'll be responsible for meeting with your peer mentor for the entire semester. So for a minimum of 8 times every other week for the entire fall 2014 semester. And the third component of the class is going to be the workshops. And the peer mentors will be facilitating workshops. There will be 5 throughout the semester that you'll be required to attend. Alrighty, so the class lectures are probably the most integral part of the course. They're going to be worth quite a lot of points. If you look at the grading scheme on the syllabus, your discussions and assignments and exercises participation, all of those that go along with the class lectures are worth the majority of the points in this class. So there are going to be 2 lectures each week for the first 8 weeks of the semester. And I will release these lectures on Monday and Wednesday, and they will be in video format. So what you'll need to do is view the videos and then complete the associated discussions and assignments by the assigned deadline. So as far as the discussions are concerned, for the first lesson of the week, the one that will be released on Monday typically, you'll be required to do all the discussion assignments by Tuesday at midnight. For the second lesson of the week, you'll be required to complete the associated discussion by Thursday at midnight. And you'll do both of those things in D2L in the discussion board. And then every associated assignment will be due on Friday of each week at midnight. Okay, so the discussions are really one of the most essential components to this class because it is the equivalent of in-class participation and attendance. And in fact, you'll be getting attendance points for each discussion that you participate in. So you're pretty much getting double points for doing a discussion. So as far as the discussions are concerned, you want to make sure that you post your own discussion response before you respond to other discussions. So first thing first is find the prompt and write your actual discussion. And then after you write your own discussion, what you can do is respond to other people. And you'll need to respond to at least 3 other people's discussions for every discussion assignment, meaning when I post the first lecture video on Monday, you'll write a discussion, you'll write your discussion for the prompt that I give you, and then you'll go in and respond to 3 other students' discussions for that Monday lecture. And then you'll do the same thing again for the Wednesday lecture. Remember that this is college level class, and I'm going to be holding you to college level standards. So be sure your responses are thoughtful and thorough, and that you're writing with proper grammar and syntax. So capitalize the beginning of sentences, use periods and other commas, semicolons, things of that nature. Use them correctly. This isn't a text message or an informal email. This is an academic setting, so you need to write like it. And then, as a reminder, again, like I mentioned earlier, the discussions are going to be due every Tuesday and Thursday at midnight. All right, so there will also be a weekly assignment, and this assignment will generally be related to the lecture topic. Usually you'll be required to write a written response, but some of the assignments may vary. And typically the assignment will be posted at the beginning of the week. So you'll have the entire week to complete this assignment, and then you'll submit it to the D2L Dropbox, and the due date will always be Friday at midnight. Another component of this class is the planner check component. And we do this because if you look at the syllabus, you'll see that one of the required materials is an agenda or a day planner. There's no required book, but we do require this planner. And that's so that you can get off on the right foot as far as time management goes. So to ensure you actually have that planner and you're utilizing it, I'll be doing 2 random planner checks throughout the first 8 weeks. So what will happen is I will write a message on the D2L newsfeed for the class saying that it's random planner check time, and you'll have 24 hours from the time that that message is posted to upload a picture of your planner for that week. So I've given an example of what that looks like on this page. And what I'll be looking for is that you are actually utilizing the planner so that there are things written in there, due dates, upcoming events, reminders to study, anything that indicates to me that you are actually utilizing the planner. This is also going to help you in making sure you're logging on to D2L consistently, because for all of your classes, not just CALS 195C, but for all of your classes, you should be looking at D2L regularly. And regularly typically means on a daily basis. So this is also a tool to help you remember to log into D2L every day. So be sure that if you haven't bought your agenda or your planner yet, you do so, because I could do a random planner check tomorrow. Okay, so another really important component of this class is going to be the advising instructor appointments. So you're actually going to be required to meet with your major academic advisor, and you'll also be required to attend office hours for all of your classes. And the reason that we do this is just to get you a little bit more familiar and comfortable with going to meet the people that you are working with on a daily basis. So what you'll be required to do is take a worksheet that we will provide to you to the office hours or to your instructor meeting, so that the instructor or advisor can sign it as proof that you did go in and meet with them. And there are associated dates and deadlines for these, and you can see them listed here, and they're also listed in the course syllabus. And what you'll need to do then is upload the signed worksheets to D2L by the due date. And as far as the worksheets go, and this also goes for your planner checks, you can scan those in, or I'll also accept like a JPEG file. So if you use your phone or something to take an image of them, as long as it's clear and readable, I will accept that as well. Okay, so one of the most important components of this class is going to be the peer mentor component, and that's what really makes this class special and unique compared to other success courses offered on campus. So you'll be assigned a peer mentor, and that peer mentor will most likely have a major the same as yours or very similar in nature to yours. And this peer mentor is somebody who is an upperclassman who has been in the same position that you were, who is maybe has struggled or maybe had a hard adjustment, but they figured out the college system. So utilize them as one of your greatest resources in your first year here at U of A, because they really do have a lot of experience and a lot of great advice. As far as the requirements for the class go, you'll need to meet with your peer mentor a minimum of 8 times in the entire semester. So that means you'll need to meet with them every other week. It does need to be a bi-weekly basis. If you meet with them 8 times for the first 8 days of the semester, that's not going to cut it, because that's not functional, and that's not giving you the experience that you need. So the meeting times will have to be every other week throughout the entire semester. Generally, your peer mentor meetings will last about a half an hour to an hour, but they may go longer. You may visit a resource, or you may be studying together. Studying together is definitely not something that a peer mentor has to do with you. A peer mentor is not your tutor, but they can assist you with homework and studying and things like that if they opt to. You and your mentor will both keep a meeting log, so you'll both track every time you meet together, and at the end of the semester you'll both submit that log to D2L so that we can verify that you have met the appropriate number of times, and also that you met on a bi-weekly basis. There are also workshops required for this class, and these workshops are to keep you engaged throughout the entire semester, in addition to meeting with the peer mentors and completing the class lectures and assignments. So there are going to be 5 workshops offered throughout the semester, and you'll be required to attend all of them. In the case that you have class during both of the offerings of the workshops, you'll be required to view the video of the workshops and write a 1-page reflection paper to let me know that you truly did watch the entire video. So each workshop that's held will have 2 offerings. The first offering will be the Wednesday from 2 to 3, and the second offering will be Friday from 11 to noon. So we have multiple offerings as a way to try and prevent issues with course conflicts, but we know there will be some students who it just won't work out with, and in that case, they will be the ones who watch the videos and write a 1-page reflection. So you only have to attend 1 session of the workshop. You don't have to attend both. So you would either choose to come to the Wednesday session or the Friday session. And the workshops will only be an hour long, so you can put them on your schedule and count on that being the appropriate allotted amount of time. The workshop topics are generally about things outside of the lessons that we'll be teaching in class, so things that we won't have video presentations on, but are skills that you should still need to know or may need to utilize throughout your first semester here at U of A. And then all students will also be required to complete their final presentation. And the final presentation will actually be due at the end of the 8 weeks, so at around the midpoint in the semester. And this is a group final, and what you'll be required to do is you'll choose a campus resource and create a multimedia presentation on that campus resource. So what does it mean by multimedia? It means that it's more than just a PowerPoint, that you need not only visuals but also sound, and you may provide additional documentation like worksheets or copies of brochures or something like that. And we do have a lot of resources in our office, so if you don't have a camera, like if you don't have a phone with a camera or something like that, you'll be able to work with our office to get the tools necessary for you to complete this presentation. You'll generate your multimedia presentation, and all students will then upload those to D2L, and then you'll be responsible for going through and watching everybody else's presentation and completing a critique that I will use when I am grading everybody's presentation. So you're pretty much being graded by your peers on this final presentation assignment. Okay, so just to wrap up, the expectations for this course are that you will purchase and use a hard copy agenda or day planner for all of your courses. I know a lot of you may want to use like a Google Calendar or your calendar on your phone, something electronic, but for the sake of this class, you will need to get something that is hard copy, that is actually paper that you physically write things down in and can carry with you. You'll also be expected to complete all discussions and assignments by the posted deadlines. I am telling you what the deadlines are right now from the get-go. They're consistent. They're always going to be the same deadlines so that you have every opportunity to submit by the posted deadlines. So I won't be accepting any work after the posted deadline since you've been made aware of what the expectations are. You'll be expected to actively meet with your peer mentor. So what that means is that you don't meet with them and just sit there like a bump on a log. Be present, be with them, utilize them, ask them questions, get advice from them. Actively meet with them the minimum of 8 times in the semester, so that's every other week throughout the entire semester. You'll be required to work together as a group to complete the final presentation. This means that you'll probably end up having to meet some people in real life. You'll have to get together and work together to create this final presentation. You'll be expected to attend and participate in all of the workshops. The workshops are an integral part of this class, and you will be graded on them, so you need to attend. And if you can't because of class conflicts, you'll need to watch the video and submit the associated reflection paper. And you'll be expected to abide by the Code of Academic Integrity and the Student Code of Conduct. And what that means is that you will have integrity in your academics. You won't plagiarize or cheat or anything else related to that. And that you'll also be a respectful student. So you'll be respectful to your classmates and respectful to your instructors, and abide by the rest of the codes in the Student Code of Conduct. And you can read more about following the Code of Academic Integrity and the Code of Conduct and our expectations as far as that is concerned in the academic syllabus. And then finally, we expect that if you do have questions or concerns about this class, that you'll contact the instructor. Ultimately, the goal of this class is to help you and help you be successful in your first semester. And we want to be a resource for you, and we want to make sure that part of being successful means being successful in this class. So if you have questions or you have concerns or there are issues that need to be addressed, please contact us. We and all of the other instructors here on campus are here to assist you. That's our job. So don't feel afraid or intimidated by contacting us. Just be sure that you always are professional and remember that this is an academic setting. So as long as you exhibit some professionalism and don't act too casually, everybody is always very willing to assist students, because you're the whole reason that we're here. So I encourage you to read through the syllabus very closely, read through all of your class syllabi very closely, and get familiar with them. Put the dates and deadlines for all of your classes into your hard copy planner. Write them into multiple calendars so you have a lot of backups, because this is going to be a transition, and there are a lot of things that you're going to have to get used to. And utilizing the syllabi and your planner is a really great way to feel more prepared and hopefully help you in being successful in this first semester and throughout your entire college career. So be sure you go into D2L and answer the first discussion and respond to 3 others by Tuesday at midnight. And I will see you back here on Wednesday for class number 2.